I saw someone else's TikTok on here where they were talking about this whole scenario of would you go upstairs or downstairs? Upstairs is Michael Myers and Chucky, downstairs is Freddy Krueger and Jason, and then there's like apparently some eyes over here. I don't know who that's supposed to be. And I was trying to think about this logically because in all honesty, this image really terrifies me and I would hate to be in this scenario where I have to go upstairs or downstairs, but this is what my thoughts are, and you guys tell me what you think. So first of all, I don't like being in basements, period. I feel like that's like a trap essentially. At least if I can get upstairs, there's possibly like a door or some place to get out. But if I'm like stuck downstairs with Freddy Krueger and Jason, I feel like I have even less of a chance to survive. Now, both Michael and Chucky have both been defeated by children. Michael was defeated by like Jamie. He tried to come in for her twice in both 4 and 5, and she was like a little girl, and she won. And then Chucky, obviously, and Andy, they went back and forth for a couple movies. So I feel like if a child can take them down and like avoid being killed by them, I, as an adult woman, probably have a little bit of a chance. Also, if this isn't like Rob Zombie's Michael Myers, who terrifies me and who is like 6'5", if this is just like the OG Michael Myers, I don't feel like he's as scary. Like the original Michael Myers in 1978, like Nick Castle Michael Myers, I think he's like 5'6". I met him and he's not like a very big person, like tall wise, so that doesn't scare me as much. But if it's like 2018 Michael Myers or Rob Zombie's Michael Myers, that would be a little bit scary. And then Chucky, like I said before, he's small. I think I could deal with him. Jason, on the other hand, he's superhuman. And so's Freddy. So I don't want to deal with them. So I definitely would go upstairs. That's my thought process. That was really long-winded. But yeah, let me know what you guys think.
It's a simple question that we've seen before. Would you go upstairs or downstairs to get out? Let's go over our choices real quick. Now, upstairs has Michael Myers and of course Chucky. Realistically, I don't know if I could make it past Michael Myers, but I definitely could grab Chucky and just throw him down the stairs. When it comes to the bottom, we have Jason and of course Freddy Krueger. I feel like I could literally just push Jason out of the way. Freddy can't touch me if I'm not asleep, right? So it's kind of pointless, he's there. Now I think I'm gonna go with the bottom, I'm gonna go forward instead of up. But if you actually look at this picture very closely, you'll see that there's some eyes underneath the stairs, so I'm not sure which way I want to go anymore.
Mommy, can you read me a story? No, baby, it's time to sleep. Mommy, can you keep the light on? I don't want to sleep now. No, you should go to bed now. Oh my god, what was that? I don't even have kids. Why is it in our bed? Mommy? Didn't I say to keep the light on? Fuck this.
I heard of a truck driving story. If you pick up a hitchhiker, oh no, who was it? My cousin. He told me a story. He said he picked up some random hitchhiker dude, and then like when he got in the car, because he had the cross on his rearview mirror, he said when he sat down, he started like kind of like cringing. He was like, "Can you take that down, please?"
Oh yeah, he picked up a demon. That wasn't no fucking ghost, bro. That's
So whatever happened to Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment at the Oxford Apartments? If you don't remember, this is where Jeffrey Dahmer was eventually caught, and this is where they found all of the gruesome discoveries associated with Jeffrey Dahmer. It's absolutely eerie to look at photos of his apartment and consider what they found in there. But what happened to the building, the Oxford Apartments building? Well, obviously after investigators discovered what they did in Jeffrey's apartment, the place was stained forever. And so shortly after all this happened, the apartments, the entire complex, they were demolished. And nowadays, all that's left is this patch of grass where the apartments once stood. It's got to be eerie living in one of these units and knowing exactly what happened right here. I actually went and filmed a whole Jeffrey Dahmer documentary where we visited the old Oxford Apartments area and investigated for paranormal activity. Let me tell you, that place is loaded with energy. At one point, using our devices, we captured what looked like bodies laying on the ground, like 3 or 4 of them. And I think at one point, using one of our devices, we literally heard the voice of Jeffrey Dahmer coming through. I'm not kidding. I know that sounds really extreme, but you have to listen to the video and just see what I'm talking about. Anyways, it's called The Ghost of Jeffrey Dahmer if you want to look it up and learn more about the Jeffrey Dahmer story. And my wife and I actually did a whole Dahmer series on our podcast, Murder in America, if you want to listen to what I'm talking about.
Let's talk about one of the most disturbing final bosses in video game history. God from Silent Hill 3. The objective of the antagonist in Silent Hill 3 is to birth the new god that Heather Mason is carrying inside of her. In fact, every time you die in the game, the demon behind me named Valtiel revives Heather. They want this new god to be born no matter what the cost. By the end of the game, Heather ends up getting rid of the god inside of her. But before she can deal the final blow, the main antagonist, Claudia here, ends up devouring the god right in front of her, trying to complete the ritual. Except the ritual fails big time. The god is born prematurely, misshapen, and only half-formed, which gives Heather the perfect opportunity to finish it off for good. Fun fact, the face that Valtiel gives God is supposed to look like Alessa Gillespie.
Diamond, you've got the most beautiful diamond. You've got the most beautiful diamond eyes I've ever seen in my whole life.
But this was literally on my car like this. This is why you have to be careful. I don't really know what to do moving forward with this, but this definitely looks like a tracker to me. All right. So this is so crazy, you guys. So crazy. Like, who would do this? It says sell.